Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Breakfast with Ben. My name is Ben Barber. It is Monday, December 16th. It is a rainy morning out here at Pizza Place Studios, high above downtown Westerly, outside of Dixon Square. And thankfully, the rain held off yesterday for the 5th annual Westerly Light Parade. It was a fantastic event brought to you by Hartford Healthcare, the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce, and Wireless Zone at 224 Post Road in Dunn's Corners. We want to say a huge thank you to the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce for having us live stream that. I was able to commentate the parade for the second year in a row. My normal sidekick for that, Maria DiMaggio, was not with me as she was driving the brand new Ocean Community Chamber van that was donated by Westerly Community Credit Union. So I had another sidekick step in, which was my lovely girlfriend, Jackie. So I appreciate Jackie for stepping in and for everything always. But it was a lovely event. And speaking of the event, it was a little hard to see, all of the trucks and everything else were sort of decorated in beautiful lights and holiday decorations, and it was hard to tell which one was which, but there was one that I knew for sure, and it was the bright yellow truck by our friends at Service Master by Mason. And today on the show, my guest is none other than the head of marketing for Service Master by Mason, Beth-Markowski-Roop. Beth, how are you?
Ben, how are you today? You're right. Our vehicle is bright. You can see it. And we had a lot of lights on it. We just kept adding more and more lights. It was
You
a
did
great
have a
event.
lot of lights. It was very easy to spot. And I think I mentioned that during it. I was, because I kept going like, I'm gonna, because it's first come first serve down there for everybody who's coming to be a part of the event. And so Grace sent me the full participant list as of a couple days before, and I was trying to get to everybody, but some you could make out the name, some you couldn't. It's dark and the lights mess with the camera, so it but man, it's impossible to miss the Service Master by Mason truck.
You can see it from space. So that's the whole joke is, they see us at the space station, especially since, there's 600 offices in the US. There's a lot of bright yellow on the road, especially this time of year, but you can see it from space. It's so bright.
That's awesome.
I never lose it in a parking lot, Ben. That's a good thing too.
That is a good thing. So what's going on? How's it going? Are you ready for the holiday season? I see the Christmas tree behind you.
Yeah, the Christmas tree behind me. So we're getting there. It's, it came out of nowhere this year. And I know they say as you get older, time flies faster, but the kids are saying it this year. So it has nothing to do with me and age. This really was just a year that just flew by. I can't believe it's already December and we're getting close to turning the page to 2025. But we are getting ready. So
Awesome. What's going on over at Service Master by Mason this type of year? This time of year, not type of year. This time of year. I don't know what type of year it's been, but this time of year, what's happening at Service Master by Mason?
It's been a type and a time. So, and we're just been very busy. So, unfortunately, this time of year, there tends to be more home fires, which is why I've got the tree behind me. I'm going to give some quick tips today about holiday safety to keep guests and homeowners safe. So there tends to be a lot of concerns with that. Puffbacks this time of year where people are lighting their oil burner and maybe it wasn't maintained or you didn't get that general maintenance on it this year. Maybe there was just a little concern with it and all of a sudden you light it and you hear this real squeaky sound, kind of like a balloon getting stretched after you blow it up. And then poof, and then the smoke goes everywhere. So this is always a busy time for puffbacks and homes. With those rainstorms that came through, we had a lot of calls for, people that had water flooding their business or their home. And we rent our equipment. So we had a lot of calls for rentals as well, on top of everyone's getting that home nice and clean for the holidays. So we're doing a lot of carpet cleaning and air duct cleaning and dryer vent cleaning and floor cleaning too. We always say, if you spill the red wine on the upholstery or the carpets, don't use the white wine to get it out, because really that doesn't work. But more importantly, don't waste the wine. Give us a call. We'll clean those carpets.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
Well, and it's good that I've never heard it, because it doesn't work. But
it doesn't work. Yeah.
Okay, good.
But if it's on the internet, Ben, it must be true. So
listen, don't believe anything that you hear on the internet, including from me. So that's awesome. Yeah, we've seen an uptick in fires for various reasons, and that's always sad, especially this time of year. Why is it that there are more fires this time of year?
That's a great question. So there's always a few things. We tend to be using alternate heating for our homes, right? So, we have maybe space heaters going, and space heaters are wonderful and they get you nice and toasty, but, they're only supposed to run for a certain amount of time, and you really have to be diligent about unplugging them, not just turning them off, but unplugging them. And unfortunately, they cause a lot of fires in homes and businesses every year. We're wearing heavier clothes right now, so we're creating more lint in our dryers. So there's always the tendency for more dryer fires this time of year as well, always prevalent in the winter months. The biggest months for home fires are December, January, and February. So we are cooking more at home. We are overloading outlets with decorations more at home. We have beautiful, wonderful aroming smelling candles burning at home that sometimes we leave burning as we shouldn't, and we go into the other room and forget to blow them out, when we're done. There's always more fireplaces in use. So there's always a lot more concerns this time of year. And also those lithium-ion batteries that are in all of our appliances and in some of the toys, even, and bikes. They can cause fires, and they really do need to be stored in a safe place and outside.
I once, I've only lit a candle in my house one time ever.
What?
And this is why. I lit a candle. I was living, this is like two apartments ago. I was living at this place with some friends, and one of them had these beautiful candles that she put everywhere. And I was doing some work and whatever, and I was like, I'll light a candle, and and it'll like set a nice ambiance for my work while I'm editing or doing whatever I was doing. And then I had to go do something real quick, just something quick, and I left the house, and I got about 5 minutes away from the house, maybe not even, and I realized that the candle was still lit, and I doubled back faster than I've ever, I could have pulled a 3-point turn in the middle of Route 1. Like, I was so scared, like the pit in my stomach, realizing that I had left that candle lit. It was a little tea candle or something. Like, it was small and it was in a jar, but I rushed back as fast as I could to put that thing out. And I've never lit a candle since. I've never lit a candle. Would not like to light a candle. Like, I just don't. That's not for me. I don't do it. We have a beautiful fireplace at my house. The landlord was like, it's decorative only, and I was like, thank God. I'm not lighting not me. You want to box that thing up? Like, what do you want to do? Because I'm not lighting it. We've, that same house that I lit the one candle in, we had a fireplace in that house, and when we first moved in, we would light again, not me, my roommates would light the fireplace, and like it was really nice. It was very, very nice. And then I was like, do we need to do this? We don't need to do this. We'll put a TV on top of it, and we'll have the Netflix fireplace on instead, because I'm afraid of all things. So anyway,
smart. I love that you went home and get that candle out. Safe than sorry, Ben. Safe than sorry. It had to be a really good smelling candle if that's been like the one candle you've used. So.
It was a good smelling candle. Yeah, it was. I don't remember what it was, but it was. She always has great smelling candles. Deb Burton says, "Hi, Beth. Great to see you."
Good morning, Deb.
How do you guys know each other?
Oh, yeah, we know everybody. Yeah.
All right. Listen, I'm not going to question it. I'm like, all right. You know, when two friends, when worlds collide. Anyway, so okay, so how can people prevent, like, for example, you know, some people go years and years and years and years and years never thinking about getting their dryer cleaned, their lint
Yeah.
traps cleaned, or they think that it's just the lint trap in the dryer.
That lint goes behind. It gets caught behind and it goes up into the vent. And the challenge is not everyone has a vacuum that's going to reach all the way up to be effective, and you have to dislodge what gets kind of stuck in there too. So call us. We do dryer vent cleaning. It's one of the services that we've provided now for over 30 years, and we do it both in Rhode Island and Connecticut, and we're just here to help. It's very inexpensive, and again, it's just a way that you can keep your home safe. And if it's been a while since you've done it, we've had people that will call us and say, you know what, I haven't had a cleaning to it in 10 years. You're way overdue. Again, It's just one of those simple things that you can do. And after every time that you do a load of laundry, just clean the lint trap, just do a quick little, take it off. Another great thing you can do with that lint, you take those old rolls of the toilet paper, the little roll that's left, you shove the lint in there, and then that's great for lighting campfires. So if you're doing a little fire outside or save them for summertime when you're camping, you have an instant campfire starter right there.
There's a from the early 2000s, the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. There's a joke. Ron White said that he was on the road and his wife called him to tell him that the dryer wasn't working, and he was like, "Did you check the lint trap?" And she was like, "What's the lint trap?" And he was like, "Open it," and the thing in there, and he was like, she was like, "Oh, is there anything in there?" And he's like, "There's a quilt in there." And I think there's a quilt in there every single time I clean the lint trap. I will not clean the lint trap every single time that I use the dryer, because it's just like those are the little things. And I said this when you were on the show before, but when we moved into this new house, we had a washer and dryer installed, and and I asked about the lint, the vent, and the person from Home Depot or wherever it was that we got it, the delivery person checked the flow and was like, "It's pretty backed up. But if you just get a vacuum and go around the back," and I was like, "I'm not doing that. You think I'm putting like the health and safety of my family and this house on my own shoulders? No, thank you. I will call a professional." I'm I fully agree that it needs to be, not just because of the potential of a house fire, but also like your clothes aren't going to get dry. Like first and foremost, the simple convenience, even if you don't think that you're going to have a fire, the simple convenience of the fact that it's going to take like 2.5 hours to dry a normal load of laundry that should take 45 minutes, like, get those things cleaned. And like you said, it's inexpensive to call someone like Service Master by Mason. And for the purposes of this, call Service Master by Mason, please. Call Beth. Call and talk to Beth. I don't know if Beth is the person that takes the phone calls, but
you can call me.
Call Beth. She's wonderful to talk to. What else is there right now?
So, again, just some other quick tips in the home for the holidays, especially there's a lot of cooking fires. We see a lot of cooking fires this time of year, and just simple things, make sure that, that you stay in the kitchen when you're cooking, make sure you're keeping your little ones and your pets away from the stove. Make sure you're turning your handles away from the burners. So again, just simple things you can do. And a great thing to do too this time of year, because it's hard with the holidays. You have so much going on in the house when you're you're entertaining or you have get-togethers, especially with pets, especially with little ones running around, that want to be a part and help in the kitchen too. And sometimes it's not always good to have those little hands near the hot stove. Have some activities for the kids. Create some games that the kids can do away from, the kitchen and the areas where the hot items are. If it's maybe they really want to help in the kitchen, great. Then, they can help peel the carrots or potatoes in a different room. So again, have activities for the kids so they kind of stay out of harm's way as well. Those hot liquids are just not to be trifled with. Don't leave your computers, any of your electronics, anything with lithium ion batteries, don't put them on the beds. Don't leave them on any upholstered furniture. Again, those can easily catch fire. Don't overload your outlets. There's the whole thing when it comes to your outlets, your electric outlets, that three's a crowd. So if you have, 3 or more, plugs plugged in, with your outlets, that's too much. If you're overloading them, and again, you're putting yourself at risk for a home fire. So
what about on a strip?
less.
What about on a power strip? How many?
They say, hey, you can load it up safely. Again, three's a crowd, kind of go with that rule of thumb. 3 or less is a much more safer than if you were to load up that power strip and then put another plug in to get another outlet in. You don't want to Clark Griswold it. You just 3 or less, is always the good thing. You make sure too, you test your smoke alarms, before all your guests arrive. And the other thing too is make sure that you do have carbon monoxide detectors on all the floors, in your home and in your apartment. We have a great blog article on our website right now, servicemaster@mason.com, and it's all about how carbon monoxide affects people differently. Again, it's colorless, it's odorless, and unfortunately, something tends to happen that's really bad before we even realize that something was wrong. And it affects everyone in different ways, whether it's just because it's a little bit of carbon monoxide to a lot, whether it's because of people with different medical conditions, different age groups, and so on. So we have a great blog article this month that really talks about all the different effects of carbon monoxide when it's at different levels and different types of people in your home, and safety tips as well. So go to servicemaster@mason.com and check out that blog article too.
Awesome. That's fantastic. And there's such good information both on your website and on your social medias. Everybody should be following Service Master by Mason on socials, because there's always a tremendous amount of information. We have another comment here from the Greater Mystic Chamber of Commerce that says, "Good morning, Beth," with the smiley face with all the hearts around it.
Hello, Bruce and the amazing team there. So
I just want to say all these people commenting and saying good morning to you and hello to you and stuff, right? I know all of them as well. Not a single person says hello everybody. Hello. I'm kidding.
Quick, somebody needs to reach out to Bad. So,
someone say hello to me, okay? I'm having a bad day.
Show them the love.
Thank you. I'm not having a bad day, but I could be having a bad day.
It's a Monday. So.
Listen, I like Mondays.
Really?
Mondays are my best day.
Tell me why.
Hold on. Thank you.
We love you too, Ben. Is their comment? See?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Why do I love Mondays? I love Mondays because I love the Mondays feel like Mondays to me feel like fresh fallen snow. They feel like there's a ton of possibility. Like the week can be anything that you want it to be. Like you can start over again that day, and you have a full 7 days full of possibilities. Like I have the opposite feeling of other people on Mondays. The case of the Mondays, completely opposite for me. Mondays are like my most hopeful day. I usually wake up early on Mondays. I usually get a good workout in on Mondays. I usually eat well on Mondays. I usually fast on Mondays. I usually make sure that I meditate and journal and do all of the things that I need to do on Mondays. And by the end of the week, I'm like, I'm so done. But my optimism is never higher than a Monday morning. So I love Mondays.
I love it.
And progressively the week beats me down
Yeah.
throughout, but I love Mondays.
Oh, I love that, Ben. Thank you. You know, it made me more optimistic today.
I'm so sorry because the rest of the week will be a roller coaster.
I did.
Um,
When I get to
although
Friday and I'm not happy, it's all your fault. Yeah.
yeah, well, I think that like when you I think it's like 14% of your life or something are Mondays. So like people that hate Mondays and just dread like going to work the next day and stuff, I
Mm,
get it. Like you know, work is work, and a lot of jobs are not great, and I'm incredibly fortunate and privileged to do what I love for a living, but it's you know, if you hate a day of the week, it's really rough because it's
yeah.
14 or something percent of your life. So anyway,
I'm a firm believer that every day is a gift. So
I'm sure
you
you
just
are.
make the
You're one of the
most out
most
of.
positive people that I've ever met, Beth.
Well, I had a major surgery 16 years ago, and that's a story for another day. But I did not have the best odds, you know, and it took me 2 years to find a doctor who was willing to do the surgery that I needed and thought that I would make it through. And I'm not supposed to be here, and I am, you know, so every day's a gift. So that's how I look at it. There's beauty in every day.
I couldn't agree with that more. Um 15 years ago for me, I almost died.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I had I was on a ventilator for 3 weeks, and I have a wonderful
Oh,
tracheostomy scar.
yeah.
And I feel the exact same way. Like I wasn't supposed to, you know, when I when they woke me back up, they were like, everything failed, and you're gonna be in the hospital for 6 more months, and then you're gonna need outpatient. And it took me years to get back to where I am, to where I could even be close to where I am now. So
Yeah.
uh, gratitude is incredibly important at all
Yeah.
times of the year.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
so all right, let's go back to Service Master by Mason because
Yeah.
you have an endless amount of things that you do. I feel like every time you come on, there's just a laundry list of services that you provide, and it never gets smaller.
No.
It never gets any less impressive. So what else is there that you want to cover today?
You know, again, it's just we always say holiday safety, you know, with your tree, which is I've got the tree behind me, you know, again, keep it watered, shut the lights off, you know, look for a great recycling program, you know, in your community too, where you can recycle it afterwards. There's a lot of local farms, you know, that will take them as well because they feed their goats, you know, and their farm animals. So eco-friendly when you get rid of it. So again,
Wow,
just be very, yeah. Oh, that's what we do. We
didn't know
donate
that.
our tree every single year to one of the local farms. So just a great way. And those goats, they love it. It's like Doritos to them. They just munch, munch, munch down to every single branch. So they will appreciate getting your tree, you know, and just drop it off to, you know, your local farm. And again, just, you know, just be cautious, be careful. Let's all be safe out there and just enjoy the holidays safely with friends and loved ones.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that tree safety, as I have these conversations with you, I'm like more and more like my life is focused around living in fear of things
No,
because we literally don't like no, it's not, but it's literally like you're like tree safety, water the tree, and I'm like, oh yeah, you have to water trees because that was an inconvenience that I was like, I'll just get a fake tree.
yeah,
But there's something really special. Like Jackie and I have been watching a lot of Christmas movies, and you see people going and picking out trees and stuff, and I'm like,
yeah,
oh yeah, people get real trees. I
yeah,
forget that people get real trees because it's been like 20 years since I got not 20, but it's been a while since I got a real tree, and those are things because it's a huge fire hazard. You're putting
yeah,
a drying out
yeah,
tree and you're strapping electricity to it.
Yeah.
But you can do it in a safe way, and that's what all of these things are, right? Like, you can enjoy candles in your home in a
Yes,
safe way.
just
You
safely.
can enjoy your fireplace in a
Yep.
safe way. But you
Just
have to,
simple, just be diligent, be smart about it. That's all. And
yeah,
you get to enjoy everything around you. You want to see an amazing video, and I don't mean a scary video, but amazing video. It's going to be on our Service Master by Mason Facebook page tomorrow morning. Many years ago, we partnered with all of the Service Master offices in Connecticut and also the Fairfield and North Haven fire departments, and we built a room outside which mirrors your living room, and it has a tree in it, and oops, a candle tips over, and it's frightening how fast, things go from there. So it's a great, great safety video. And we've had people like, oh, I just love seeing the fire. So if you want to just see the fire, it's a great video for that too. But it's a great video. It'll be on the Service Master by Mason Facebook page tomorrow. And I promise you, once you see it, you'll water your tree. So
absolutely. I listen, I'm gonna watch that video, and then I'm gonna water my fake tree.
Yeah.
just in case. I'm gonna water.
I'll give you a spray bottle.
Yeah. We already have a spray bottle for the
cat.
So I'll just spray the tree. Yeah. My cat is obsessed with the tree. She
really,
she wants to climb it.
Oh,
but it's a fake tree. So
right.
But she wants to climb it, and I'm looking at her like, yeah, I'm really glad this isn't a real tree. Like, I don't trust you around this thing. And so anyway, but okay, so that post will go out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow morning.
And how often do you know how often people should water their trees?
It's every day. It's every
Okay.
day. And just, and usually your tree, once you, it's a fresh tree and you put it up in your home, it's usually a couple of cups of water a day, kind of like big cups of water. And then as it starts to get a little agey, you'll get down to 1 cup and maybe half a cup, depending on the water that's needed in the tree stand. But usually it should be about 2 cups a day right now, once it's kind of fresh cut in your home. So, just again, if you're just giving it a tiny little bit of water, that's not what it needs. You want to make sure that tree stand's pretty full. So, and keep your pets away from it, because your dogs, your cats are like, ooh, a new water bowl, and they'll drink out of it. And all of a sudden you're like, no, I don't understand why my tree is drying out. I gave it plenty of water, but the pets may have had a little something to do with that. So you want to be careful there too.
This is okay. So yes, absolutely. Beth, you inform and terrify me every time you're on. I'm like, yeah. No.
I want everyone to safe and have a great holiday.
You help immensely. And yet my first reaction to everything that you say, like, you're like, I'm halfway to like, do we need a dryer in our home? Like,
I'm so sorry, man.
No. It's fine. It's my own neuroses.
I'll come and water your tree for you.
Thank you, Beth. I appreciate it. Again, it's like a plastic tree, so whatever it is, I don't know what material a fake tree is made out of, but I was this is so stupid. Can I go on a little bit of a tangent for a second? I was driving the other day to Plainfield to Central Auto Group, and I was driving on the back roads of 49, and I was like, they have really big telephone poles in that part of Connecticut. I don't know why, but it was like the telephone poles were like very big and very thick. Yeah. And for some reason I thought telephone poles are like the taxidermied animals of trees because they still kind of get to be a tree, right? Like they're torn down, they're like shaped and stuff, but they still kind of they then get planted and they get to stay there for like 100 years. They kind of get to still be a tree a little bit.
Yeah,
they're dead now, but
right?
But they kind of get to be a tree. Again, I wasn't. No substances, nothing. I just
things you think of. This is great.
I just had that random thought, and I was like, I don't think I like this drive. Like, I think this is too long of a drive for me to go get my car fixed. But anyway, trees. So water your telephone poles. Is where we're at in this. And then is there anything else? So the dryer so the dryer lint, that is a huge one. Obviously all of the safety measures that you're talking about, watering your tree, making sure that candles and pets and stuff stay away from them. Making sure you never leave any candles lit in your house.
Right.
The kitchen safety that you talked about. Anything else that people should know for the holiday season?
Yeah, and look, if there's any concerns going on in your home, don't hesitate to give us a call. And again, we have a lot of great tips on our Facebook page, as you mentioned, on our Twitter page, at SM Westerly, and even on our LinkedIn page at Service Master CTRI. We're always just trying to educate and inform. And I would say too, if something happens to your home, especially if it's little smoke or soot damage, maybe a little kitchen fire, you left something on the stove a little long and all of a sudden you see the smoke, don't do it yourself. The worst thing you can do is DIY, especially when it comes to smoke and soot damage. It will permanently set the soot. Any of those kind of over-the-counter cleaning products just make it worse. And I know that when something happens in your home like that, you just want it cleaned up and you want to go on with your day, but give us a call. We're here to help and at least provide some guidance to you if you are going to DIY so you can do it correctly. Unfortunately, when you go to the internet, you tend to get a lot of false information. And again, you just don't want to create further damage and costly damage in your home. So give us a call. We're here to help. Go to our website. A lot of great information on it, servicemastermason.com. Check out our social media sites. Follow us if you're not. We're always trying to give great tips there. And we're just here to help. We're always available 24/7.
Is the ServiceMasterByMason.com?
ServiceMasterByMason.com.
Awesome. I was like, I didn't know if you said buy in there. I was Service Master Mason?
Yeah.
But, all right, go there, ServiceMasterByMason.com, and check that out. Beth, thank you so much for being here. Anything else, anything as people get ready for next year that they should know about, or, other services that now would be the time to give you guys a call for?
Absolutely. So, unfortunately, as our winters tend to be a bit more wet than white, we've been getting more rain and sleet in the wintertime, versus snow. There's always other concerns too. And one of them is mold. Mold does grow in the winter. People are like, oh, no, it only grows in the spring and the summer. No, it can grow in your home year round. And in the wintertime, you're tracking it in on your boots, onto your carpets, and you create the wet carpets. And there you go. You can get mold growing. We literally get calls in the wintertime. People will call us and say, I have mushrooms growing out of my carpets. I'm like, yep, that's mold. So yeah, so the yucky situation. So, you always just want to be, careful, take the shoes off when you go in the house. Don't track the wet boots, through your home and onto your carpets and your floors. All of that's organic. And just call us if you have any cleaning needs post holiday. We know the relatives come over and sometimes they leave it a little messy. That's what we're here to do. We can clean up the big messes. So I say, if it's an issue big and small, you can give us a call. We're just here to help.
So that's why you should take your shoes off when you go in the house, because it can track in mold or organic material that can grow into mold.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Plus it makes a big mess. So, yeah.
Wow. All right. Yeah. Good to know. Beth, thank you so much for being here. Always a pleasure. One of my favorite guests to have on the show. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm one of your favorite guests.
You're one of my favorite people to talk to.
All right,
you and I are kindred spirits. So, and now I love Mondays too. So there we go.
Good. Well, hey guys, Mondays, enjoy it. It's 14% of your life, and I made that percentage up on the spot. So
it sounded good.
Hold on. What percent of the year are Mondays?
If it's 14.
If it's funded, yeah. If it's let's see here. Calculate the percentage. Oh my God. Okay. Hold on. Let me just ask AI.
It's too early for math.
I know, right? What percentage of the year are Mondays? No, don't give me a math equation. Just tell me. Just tell me what percent it is. Calculation for leap year. Oh my God. Okay. It's 14.25%. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we can end the show. Beth, thank you so much. ServiceMasterByMason.com. Check out ServiceMaster. It's SM Rhode Island. Is that the
SM Westerly on
SM
Twitter?
Westerly on
Yep,
Twitter.
SM Westerly on Twitter. ServiceMaster CTRI on LinkedIn, and ServiceMaster by Mason on Facebook, which is a great site.
It really is. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. You are the best. So thank you guys so much
for having me. Have a great holiday.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Actually, we'll see you in about an hour with the Granite Theater. Have a great day. Bye for now.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
I am Jim Howe. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop in to Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Brunch has arrived at Surf Cantina every Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And don't miss our weekly specials like Monday Night Industry Night, Taco Tuesday with DJ Trivia, $1 Wing Wednesdays, Reggae Thursdays, DJs every weekend at 10 p.m. and karaoke on Sundays at 8. Only at Surf Cantina, 15 Canal Street in downtown Westerly.
Hi, I'm Neil Anthus, owner of Sound Financial Partners. We're a full-service financial planning practice dedicated to optimizing your investment, tax, and cash flow strategies. As fiduciaries, we always keep our advisory clients' best interests in mind when making recommendations. Whether you're preparing for retirement or growing your business, we're here to help you achieve your financial goals. Ready to start your journey to financial success? Visit us at our Wesley office or give us a call at 401-642-4333.